Hello again, welcome back to the best part of your day. We're out here on the fairway of hole 4 right now. I'm over here with Chris as well.
Hello everybody, good to see you. We're just kind of going to talk about hole 4 and some of the changes that have been made. Back kind of in the very distance, you can kind of see where I'm pointing back towards 3 green. There have been some trees that have been removed up on that hill on the ridge line there to ensure that there's better sunlight hitting hole 3 and making sure that that green comes through the winter fine. We've got John Steiner coming over here. Say hi, John.
Hi everybody.
Excellent, but we're going to kind of keep on working on the 4th hole just to kind of show some of the changes that have been made between 4 and 8 and up on the right side of 4 that we started working on last fall. So let's go for a walk. All right everybody, good to see you. So again, just kind of walking down the 4th hole and describe a little bit about what we did on 4. You'll see up on the left hand side of the fairway here that kind of points out towards 8 tee box. There are about 12 trees that were in between where I'm standing right now and the 8th tee box. Those have been removed, again, just for better turf quality, air movement, all of those things that we've been discussing. But the other thing that's amazing now is almost from 3 green, you can see all the way to 8 tee box. That is definitely a vantage point that we've never had. You'll remember that last fall, there were 3 or 4 trees in between numbers 4 and 8 that were removed down in that swale to the left. So again, those have all cleared up. Those you won't even notice. They were sodded last year. They were removed and sodded. The ones that are on the left-hand side, we will do some work to kind of clean those up as we get going in the early spring here. On the upper right-hand side, as we work over here, kind of on the right-hand side of the green, last year, again, there were about, in the later fall, there were about 15 trees that were taken up on the right-hand side. One of the cool features that was unveiled with that program was the fact that that fairway bunker about 40 yards short of the green now becomes more of a target for people, and a lot more golf balls ended up in that bunker as a result. We're going to see what the impact is of air movement, obviously better winter conditions this year, but sunlight, as to see the difference between what happened last year to the 4th green and what happened this year to 4 green. I think you're going to like the improvement, so we'll see what that looks like. Here's another green on hole number 8. Obviously that was one of our worst performing greens in the 2018-2019 winter. So as you can see, pretty dramatic improvement based on what happened last year versus this winter. The covers on the greens obviously are helpful. You'll notice that the green right now is amazingly Augusta green. But as you see, as we walk up to this, quite a change from what we experienced last year. The other thing that I think is worth mentioning is the fact that right now it is 2:27 p.m. when we're shooting this. You'll notice that there's not one shadow on this screen at all. Whereas before, we would have shadows kind of starting to creep on the screen and things like that. Quite a change. The shadows that came on this screen before were the trees that were in between holes 8 and hole 4. That would kind of shadow the left portion of the screen, and the morning sun was shadowed by the trees that were behind the screen and to the right of the screen. All of those, being removed allow for 100% of the screen to be sunlight for the majority of the day. Creates obviously a much healthier turf grass and a better putting surface. Another pretty cool thing that's happening, you can already see it, the cart path that kind of snaked along from 8 tee box up and behind 8 green. You'll notice that a lot of that has all been removed. That will remain as just turf grass for the future. We're not going to replace that cart path. It will just be sodded seeded and will be ground under repair for the start of the season, but it'll fill in. The cart path will start, or will work from the tee box down to the bottom of the hill there under the tee. Then it'll go away and it'll resume back behind the green on 8 where you can see it. That'll be resurfaced and will be one of the cart paths that we intend on replacing or improving early spring. Well, as is John Weisenbeck's tagline, I hope this is the best part of your day. Obviously, as we get more information about everything, course conditions, playability, when we are able to open